think the same happens in business, right? Like you are at a point where your business, you have great clients, you have a great brand. How do you balance? Because of course you don't want to be into the, oh, we need to grow, we need more clients, we need more people, and we need to make millions, right? Like that's not the right mindset. But also, if you have this great system that you know can help people, it's kind of like your responsibility to
Yeah.
to put it out there and share it with more people. So how are you applying that Zen mode? And I'm asking also selfishly because I
Mhm.
struggle with it, right? I
Mhm.
know that, hey, if you write more articles, if you put more content, the algorithm is going to help. But then it's also, well, but I want to enjoy life. I don't want to be
Mhm.
all day creating content.
Mhm.
So I'm curious about how you are thinking in the Zen business Jen mode.
Yeah.
How is it that you're thinking now about business growth?
It's continuing to grow the team and delegating, right? And then like you supporting the people on the team so they can be their best selves as well. Because I like you, I also to ask my team like, how can you be better first? Because you have to be better first before, just like with anything, like to be a better partner, to be a better dad, to be a better mom, to be a better whatever, you have to be a better you first. So it's not the business first, the lover first, the whatever, your child first, it's you first. Like you have to kind of adopt a selfish mentality. And that's what I do. And it's done in a way that I'm very strict on my boundaries, right? So my clients know the windows of communication, and even the team. I'm very respectful of people on my team. I'm not reaching out to them after hours or anything like that. Um, and so it's growing the team, helping delegate, helping to grow them as well. Being boundaries, like I can't express boundaries enough. Like, people are afraid to say no. They're afraid. And I used to be that. Well, did I? My mom would probably not think so. I always like, she's like, Jennifer, you always told us. I'm like, I know. So I've always been kind of like pretty keen and stuck to my boundaries, right? Because I knew I didn't want to run myself in the ground, not even before I had the business, just in general. Like if I just don't have it, I don't want to overextend myself. And that's kind of carried into the business. So boundaries are really, really key. It's okay to say no. The world's not going to end if you say no, right? Or even if you don't feel up to it. Like, for instance, I know the difference between being lazy, my being lazy, and when I really like need rest. Like I know that difference. So it's asking yourself that question of like, am I being lazy right now? Can I go ahead and do this? Or do I need to really like sit down for a second and take a nap? Like I haven't had to take a nap in a while. And that literally happened about a few months ago. And I was sitting at my desk and I was like, I had so much stuff. Well, not so much stuff, because that's another thing too. I keep my to-do list fairly short throughout the
Mhm.
day, because if you put too much on it, that causes anxiety and stress, and we don't want that, right? So I keep my to-do list very short, and I'm very focused on what I'm working on. So I'm not adding a lot of stuff of busy work just to get it done, right? But I was working at my desk, and I had some stuff, some kind of, hefty tasks to take care of. And my body just didn't want to do it. And I was just like, I need a nap. And that I haven't taken a nap in a long time. And I just needed a nap because I was working hard, and I took a nap and I felt so much better. And I was like, I think it was about an hour, 30 minutes to an hour nap. And then did I continue to do the work for the rest of the day? Yeah, I got up, did a little bit of more work, and then called it a day, right? So it's asking yourself and having the internal conversation of, am I being lazy today, or do I really need this rest? So those are the kind of ways that as I continue to grow the business, is, as athletes, we know when we're being lazy and when we're not, and we know what
Mhm.
needs to be done and what, whatever. But even for the general, person or population, it's like just reviewing and asking yourself, am I being lazy, or do I really need to take a rest, take a break? Yeah, that
Yeah,
helps a lot.
and not punish yourself. Something that I've been implementing
Yes.
um, is to put on my list when I don't feel like doing anything is allow yourself to not do anything today. So then it's like, oh, that's what you're supposed to do, right? And you don't fight it, and there's
I
no
would even
resistance.
schedule it.
Yeah.
I even schedule it in my week. Like I have day where I literally don't, well, not for the half the day. Like I have to take half a day off for during the week. And
Mm-hmm.
yeah, last week the weather was so good here. I went and had a picnic in the park. It was so beautiful. Yeah. I love going to the park, and I just went and got a salad, sat in the park, enjoyed, soaked up the sun, and it was just the best thing ever. It was a great recharge. So yeah, it's like scheduling those breaks and that self-care time in your schedule. And even every other week, I go to, or not every other week, so I go to the spa like once a month. Nothing, crazy expensive or anything like that. I literally just have it in my calendar just to go. And so it's scheduling those days in your calendar, whether you own a business or not. It's scheduling those self-care days and times. Yeah, they're really important.
And I think that's something good that's going to come out of the pandemic, that people realize that we have the time to do these things. I don't think it's for everybody. I think it depends, and this is a whole nother conversation, but depending on your consciousness level, you might need a little bit of constraints and help. And some people are more self-guided. So I think once you let go of the fears, once you let go of the pride and those emotions that don't help you, you come to a point where you can really understand that it's okay to work a little bit and spend time with your family, go to the vet, then take a nap in the middle of the day, then work a little bit more. If you're too tired, maybe you don't work at all, and the next day maybe you'll be more productive. I think a lot of people realize that they had the fear that if they asked for it, they would be let go. And I think that's what happened with the big resignation, that people are just realizing, hey, I want to enjoy life and I want to be healthy, and I realize that I can do it and still be productive and contribute. So I'm really happy that that's going on.